The Stoic Art of Being Missed, a journey to self-sufficiency and enduring connection. Imagine a world unshackled from the tyranny of external validation, a realm where your happiness isn't tethered to fleeting moments of approval or the fickle tides of another's affection. Picture a life where missed calls, unanswered messages, or the agonizing wait for a reply don't dictate your mood or chip away at your self-worth. In this idealized existence, self-esteem and fulfillment flow from an inexhaustible inner spring, independent of external validations. Happiness resides within, a steadfast beacon unwavering in the face of external actions or thoughts. Your self-worth, the very essence of who you are, isn't defined by the attention or validation you receive from others, but rather by the inherent qualities you cultivate and the values you uphold. This isn't about becoming a cold, unfeeling automaton, devoid of emotion or incapable of deep connection. Instead, it's about cultivating an inner resilience, a self-sufficiency that allows you to navigate the complexities of relationships from a place of strength, authenticity, and unwavering self-respect. This is the essence of the Stoic approach to love and life, a philosophy that emphasizes virtue, reason, and living in harmony with nature. But how, you might wonder, does this translate into the practical reality of relationships? How can one, by embracing Stoic principles, not only enrich their own life, but also foster connections that are deeper, more meaningful, and ultimately, more enduring? The answer lies in a paradigm shift, a move away from manipulative tactics and strategic gamesmanship, and towards becoming a beacon of self-sufficiency and contentment, a person who radiates inner peace and possesses an unshakable sense of self-worth. Have you ever pondered the secret to leaving an indelible mark on someone's heart and mind? How to forge a bond so profound that your absence feels like an unfillable void? The answer, surprisingly, can be found in the wisdom of ancient Stoic philosophy, a school of thought that has weathered the storms of time, emphasizing virtue, reason, and living in harmony with the natural order of things. It may seem counterintuitive, this connection between Stoicism and the seemingly vulnerable act of loving someone, of wanting to be missed. But stay with me, and we will delve into the depths of the Stoic way of living and loving, exploring how to make them miss you, not by playing calculated games or strategizing your every move, but by becoming a beacon of self-sufficiency and contentment, a person whose very presence enriches the lives of those around them. We will explore some fundamental Stoic principles that can guide you towards this transformative goal, learning how to cultivate qualities that make you irresistibly authentic, how to create memorable experiences that resonate on a deeper level, and how to maintain a profound connection with the people you cherish, all without sacrificing your own sense of self or succumbing to the anxieties of external validation. The paradox, as we will discover, is that in ceasing to seek external approval, in finding contentment within yourself, you will, almost without realizing it, become infinitely more attractive, more magnetic, to those whose appreciation you truly value. Are you ready to embark on this transformative journey, a path towards a fuller, more meaningful life, a life where your relationships are built on a foundation of mutual respect, genuine connection, and unwavering self-worth? Remember, the true art of being missed isn't about playing games or resorting to manipulation. Instead, it's about cultivating the inherent qualities that make you shine with your own unique light, attracting people who value you not for what you can give them, but for who you are at your core. By embracing the profound principles of Stoicism, we can not only enrich our own lives, but also transform our relationships in the most unexpected and rewarding ways. This journey begins with understanding the critical difference between self-improvement and the pursuit of external validation. In the tangled web of love and relationships, we often find ourselves consumed by a desperate craving for the attention and affection of others, foolishly believing that this external validation holds the elusive key to our happiness. But Stoicism presents a radically different, almost counterintuitive approach, one that emphasizes the importance of self-improvement, emotional independence, and appreciating the present moment without attachment. This isn't about rejecting love or denying the importance of human connection. It's about reframing our perspective, recognizing that true happiness comes from within, and that healthy relationships are built on a foundation of mutual respect and genuine connection, not on a desperate need to fill emotional voids. In our relentless search for happiness and fulfillment, it's incredibly easy to fall into the seductive trap of seeking external validation. We often unconsciously measure our worth by the reactions, opinions, and attention we receive from others, particularly within the context of our personal relationships. Imagine, for a moment, the liberating freedom of being unapologetically yourself, without the constant, nagging need for external acceptance. Envision the ability to fully enjoy your emotions and experiences without depending on other people's approval or fear of their judgment. What if I told you that there is a far more empowering and lasting path to happiness, one that transcends the fickle nature of external validation and leads to a deeper, more authentic sense of fulfillment? This path leads us to scenarios where relationships are based on mutual respect, genuine interest in each other's well-being, and a shared desire for growth, not on the desperate need to fill emotional voids or alleviate feelings of insecurity. Human connection is strengthened, not weakened, by being free from dependency and attachment. The Stoic path teaches us to focus our energy on what lies within our control, our thoughts, actions, and reactions. Simultaneously, it encourages us to accept what we cannot control, including the feelings, behaviors, and opinions of others. This is not about becoming indifferent or unemotional, nor is it about suppressing our natural desires for connection and intimacy. Rather, it is about recognizing that true satisfaction and unwavering self-esteem come from within, from cultivating virtue and living in accordance with our values, and not from relying on someone else's approval or external validation. Think about this fundamental truth. When we become overly dependent on someone to miss us, to desire us, or to validate our worth, we inadvertently relinquish our power. We become reactive to their actions, or more often, their lack thereof, subjecting ourselves to a tumultuous roller coaster of emotions, from fleeting moments of euphoria to crushing waves of disappointment and anxiety. However, Stoicism offers us a powerful toolkit to escape this self-imposed emotional prison. By cultivating virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation, we build a strong, resilient character that finds joy in personal growth, meaningful achievement, and the pursuit of excellence. This inner strength becomes a wellspring of contentment, allowing us to weather the inevitable storms of life with grace and equanimity. It's important to clarify that this emphasis on self-sufficiency does not mean that we should isolate ourselves from the world or cease caring about the well-being of others. Stoicism does not advocate emotional detachment or the suppression of genuine affection. Instead, it advocates for emotional resilience, the ability to navigate the complexities of relationships from a place of strength, clarity, and unwavering self-worth. It encourages us to form healthy, meaningful relationships based on mutual respect, understanding, and a shared commitment to growth, not on neediness, dependency, or the fear of loneliness. Additionally, by prioritizing self-improvement and cultivating our inner world, we naturally become more intriguing and attractive to others. People are inherently drawn to confident individuals who are passionate about their pursuits, who radiate positive energy, and who are genuinely happy with themselves, regardless of their relationship status. Ironically, the less we focus on making someone miss us, the more likely this outcome becomes because we are living our best, most authentic lives, radiating a sense of inner peace and contentment that others find naturally captivating. So, let's begin shifting our focus away from the relentless pursuit of external validation and towards the nurturing of our inner world. Let's invest our time and energy in learning new skills, exploring new hobbies, deepening our understanding of who we are and what we stand for, and cultivating a sense of purpose that extends beyond the confines of romantic relationships. This journey of self-improvement is not only profoundly rewarding in itself, but also makes us more admirable, more compelling, and yes, more impossible to forget in the eyes of others. Remember that the fundamental goal of Stoicism is not to suppress our desires or deny our inherent need for human connection. Instead, it is to remind us that our happiness, our worth, and our sense of purpose do not, and should not, depend on them. By anchoring ourselves in the timeless principles of Stoicism, we can cultivate a life of unwavering peace, authentic contentment, and true independence. A life where relationships are a source of joy and mutual growth, not a source of anxiety and dependence. Ultimately, focusing on self-improvement and finding joy within ourselves is where true, lasting happiness lies. Stoicism invites us to reflect on the profound importance of cultivating self-esteem and emotional self-sufficiency. By discovering the wellspring of happiness within ourselves, we can build healthier, more authentic relationships, unshackled from the chains of dependency and free from the constant need for external validation to define our worth. Your inner strength allows you to navigate the complexities of life with grace and equanimity, without relying on the constant approval or fleeting attention from those around you. You become the architect of your own happiness, building a full and satisfying life from within, radiating a sense of inner peace and contentment that draws others towards you naturally. The second key principle in the Stoic approach to relationships is the cultivation of independence and emotional resilience. At the heart of Stoicism lies the profound understanding that while we cannot control external events, we have absolute dominion over our reactions to them. This principle is incredibly empowering, placing the key to our emotional state firmly within our own grasp, granting us a level of independence that is both liberating and profoundly transformative. Emotional resilience, according to the Stoic philosophers, is not about numbing ourselves to feelings, suppressing our emotions, or detaching ourselves from the world around us. Instead, it is about recognizing our emotions, understanding their origins and triggers, and consciously choosing not to let them dictate our actions or define our self-worth. The Stoics believed in focusing our energy on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and reactions, and gracefully letting go of what we cannot, the opinions and behaviors of others, the unpredictable twists and turns of fate. This isn't simply a personal coping strategy. It's a roadmap to emotional resilience, a pathway to cultivating inner peace and unwavering self-assurance. When we cease allowing external factors, such as the actions of others, social pressures, or fleeting moments of approval, to unduly influence our well-being, we cultivate a profound sense of independence that is both practical and deeply liberating. This independence does not equate to isolation or rejection of human connection. On the contrary, it allows us to relate to the world from a place of strength, clarity, and self-confidence, fostering relationships that are grounded in mutual respect, genuine connection, and a shared desire for growth. Let's consider the practical application of emotional resilience within the context of relationships. Stoicism teaches us that while we can love and care deeply for others, our happiness should not hinge on their presence, their approval, or their reciprocation of our feelings. This perspective encourages us to build relationships based on mutual respect, shared values, and a genuine desire to connect rather than on dependency, the fear of loneliness, or the expectation that another person will complete us. By fostering emotional resilience, we become able to enjoy deep and meaningful relationships without losing ourselves in them, without sacrificing our own sense of self-worth, and without succumbing to the anxieties of external validation. Furthermore, Stoicism's emphasis on living in accordance with nature, accepting the inherent ebb and flow of life, reinforces our emotional resilience. It reminds us that change is the only constant, that impermanence is the fundamental reality of existence, and that our ability to adapt to shifting circumstances is a true measure of our strength. This adaptability does not stem from a place of passivity or resignation, but from an active commitment to our values, our goals, and the relentless pursuit of virtue. It's about navigating the inevitable challenges of life with grace, wisdom, and unwavering self-assurance. So, how do we actively cultivate this elusive quality of independence and emotional resilience? It begins with a deep and unwavering commitment to self-awareness. This involves regularly reflecting on our thoughts, our emotions, and our knee-jerk responses to life's inevitable challenges. It encompasses practicing gratitude for the good things in our lives, focusing our attention on the present moment, and actively engaging in activities that align with our values and nourish our souls. Fundamentally, it requires us to challenge our perceptions, to question the validity of our deeply held beliefs, and to ask ourselves whether our emotional responses are based on current realities or outdated beliefs and ingrained patterns of thought. By embracing the transformative wisdom of Stoicism, we learn to navigate the storms of life, not by seeking shelter from the tempest, but by becoming our own lighthouse, a steadfast source of inner strength that guides us through the darkness. This journey towards independence and emotional resilience is not a solitary one. It is enriched by the wisdom of those who have walked this path before us, by learning from their experiences and incorporating their insights into our own lives. As we consciously incorporate Stoic principles into our daily routines, we discover that our joy is our strength, that adversity becomes an opportunity for growth, and that our ability to maintain balanced and fulfilling relationships grows exponentially. In this empowered state, you liberate yourself from the emotional chains that bind you to the opinions of others. Your self-worth is no longer affected by the attention or lack thereof from those around you. You become the sovereign owner of your happiness, capable of finding joy and fulfillment in your own passions, your own achievements, and your own experiences. Achieving this state of emotional freedom can be a challenging and arduous path, requiring deep work on self-knowledge, unwavering self-acceptance, and a persistent commitment to personal development. However, the fruits of this transformative journey are invaluable. A full, authentic life, free of the limiting emotional ties that prevent you from reaching your true potential. The third pillar in the Stoic approach to a fulfilling life, and consequently to fostering meaningful relationships, is the conscious creation of a meaningful life. Stoic philosophers, such as Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus, frequently spoke of the profound importance of living a life aligned with one's own true nature and in harmony with the natural order of the universe. At its core, this is about recognizing what truly matters in life, beyond the fleeting pleasures and superficial distractions, and dedicating ourselves wholeheartedly to those enduring values. For the Stoics, true meaning is not found in the pursuit of external successes, the accumulation of wealth and accolades, or the relentless craving for social recognition. Instead, it resides in the cultivation of virtue, wisdom, integrity, and the unwavering pursuit of excellence in all aspects of life. To live a meaningful life, according to Stoic philosophy, is to actively contribute to the common good, to participate thoughtfully in the community, and to develop relationships based on mutual respect, understanding, and genuine connection. Creating a meaningful life, therefore, involves diving deep into our inner selves, embarking on a journey of self-discovery, and asking ourselves the difficult, often uncomfortable questions about who we truly are and what we truly stand for. It requires us to identify our core values, the principles that guide our decisions and shape our interactions with the world, and to live by them unflinchingly, even when we face challenges, experience setbacks, or when it would be far easier to simply go with the flow of social expectations and conform to prevailing norms. Stoicism offers a reliable compass to guide us through this intricate process of introspection, urging us to consider not only our actions, but also the underlying intentions that motivate them. Do we act out of virtue, driven by a desire to do what is right and just, Or are we primarily motivated by a selfish desire for external validation, the fleeting gratification of approval, or the fear of disapproval? Additionally, Stoicism teaches us about the inherent impermanence of external conditions and the vital importance of focusing our energy on what remains within our control. This perspective frees us from the tyranny of trying to control the uncontrollable, the futile attempt to manipulate external circumstances to fit our desires. Instead, it directs our energies towards what we can truly influence: our own attitudes, our own choices, and our own responses to the world around us. Thereby, the true meaning of life is not about what we accomplish, the milestones we achieve, or the possessions we accumulate. Instead, it's about how we live, the quality of our character, and the mindset with which we approach each and every day. Taking a Stoic approach to life also means accepting that suffering, hardship, and setbacks are not aberrations or unfortunate accidents, but natural and inevitable parts of the human experience. Instead of perceiving them as insurmountable obstacles to our happiness or insurmountable impediments to our progress, we can choose to see them as invaluable opportunities for growth, resilience, and a deeper understanding of the complexities of life. This does not mean that we actively seek out suffering or embrace pain for its own sake, but rather that we find meaning in overcoming adversity, learning from our mistakes, and moving forward with a strengthened spirit and a more compassionate heart. In practical terms, creating a meaningful life involves both small, daily acts of kindness, integrity, and self-discipline, and grander gestures of generosity, service, and creative expression. It is found in the kindness we show to others, the integrity with which we carry out our work, and the passion we bring to our hobbies and activities. A meaningful life is found in the quiet moments we take to reflect on our place in the universe, to appreciate the beauty of nature, to engage in acts of self-care, and to foster authentic connections with the people we cherish. These seemingly small, often overlooked acts, when consistently based on Stoic principles, are woven together to form the rich tapestry of a life well lived, a life characterized by purpose, integrity, and unwavering contentment. By anchoring our lives in the wisdom of Stoicism, we equip ourselves with the tools not only to meet the challenges of life, but also to thrive in the midst of them, finding joy, purpose, and deep meaning in every step of the journey. The fourth, and perhaps most challenging, tenet of Stoicism in the context of relationships is learning to let go of the illusion of control, relinquishing the desire to dictate the actions and opinions of others. The Stoics recognized early on that much of our frustration, anxiety, and even despair stems from our insistence on controlling the uncontrollable. We often expend an enormous amount of energy trying to shape the outcomes of circumstances, influence the thoughts and behaviors of other people, and even attempt to manipulate fate itself to conform to our desires, only to discover, time and time again, that much of it is beyond our reach. This profound understanding is not intended to discourage us, to leave us feeling powerless and defeated. Its primary objective is to liberate us from the self-imposed chains that bind us to unattainable expectations and the endless cycle of disappointment that follows. Adopting the guiding principles of Stoicism to relinquish the desire for control does not mean that we become passive observers of our own lives, indifferent to the outcome of our actions, or resigned to a life of inaction. Instead, it's about consciously redirecting our efforts towards the sands where we can truly make a difference, where our influence is both real and lasting. This lies primarily in our internal world, in the realm of our perceptions, our decisions, and our reactions. This is where we possess genuine mastery, where we can cultivate virtues such as patience, understanding, resilience, and equanimity, and find inner peace amidst the chaos of the external world. Letting go of the illusion of control, according to Stoic philosophy, involves a deep and unwavering acceptance of the natural flow of events. It's about understanding the fundamental difference between our efforts and their results, recognizing that while we can certainly strive to influence the former, the latter often remains beyond our reach, subject to the whims of fate, the actions of others, and the unpredictable forces of the universe. This realization does not negate the value of effort, nor does it diminish the importance of striving towards meaningful goals. It simply places effort in a healthier perspective, allowing us to focus on the process rather than obsessing over the outcome. When we align our actions with our values, striving to do what is right and just, and distance ourselves from the need to control specific outcomes, we engage with life more fully, more authentically, and more freely. Additionally, this transformative Stoic teaching encourages us to see every moment, every encounter, and every challenge as a valuable opportunity to practice acceptance and grow in wisdom. It invites us to question our deeply held beliefs about control, success, and security, to examine the assumptions that drive our actions and shape our expectations. In doing so, we often discover that our true strength lies not in exerting control over the external world, but in mastering our inner landscape, cultivating a sense of inner peace that remains unshaken by the storms of life. In practical terms, letting go of the desire for control means embracing flexibility and adaptability. It means being open to the unexpected twists and turns of fate, finding the courage to face uncertainties with a calm mind and an open heart, and learning to navigate the complexities of life with grace and equanimity. It's about learning to respond to life's challenges not with fear or resistance, but with wisdom, resilience, and a willingness to see them as opportunities for personal growth and self-discovery. As we consciously incorporate this powerful Stoic principle into our daily lives, we find that our stress levels decrease dramatically, our anxiety melts away, and our appreciation for the present moment increases exponentially. We begin to understand that true happiness is not found in the illusion of control, but in the reality of balance, acceptance, and inner harmony. We are letting go of our desire for control, as Stoicism teaches it, is not about giving up our power, abdicating our responsibility, or resigning ourselves to a life of passivity. Rather, it's about reclaiming our power in its most potent form, shifting our focus from the external to the internal, and cultivating a sense of inner strength that cannot be shaken by the vagaries of fate. It is a journey towards inner freedom, marked by a profound transformation in the way we perceive and interact with the world. As we embark on this transformative journey, we discover a life marked not by the fleeting and ultimately unsatisfying validation of external control, but by the enduring and deeply fulfilling validation of inner peace, resilience, and a profound and abiding sense of purpose. In essence, Stoicism offers far more than just a set of abstract principles or philosophical concepts. It presents us with a comprehensive way of living, deeply rooted in wisdom, resilience, and inner peace. It teaches us to focus our attention on what truly matters, to cultivate virtue and integrity, and to live in harmony with the natural order of the universe, guiding us through the inevitable ebb and flow of life with grace and composure. These transformative Stoic principles are not just abstract concepts confined to the ivory towers of academia. They are practical tools that can be seamlessly integrated into the fabric of our daily lives, transforming challenges into opportunities for growth and fostering a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. By embracing the wisdom of Stoicism, we are not only learning to detach from outcomes that are beyond our control, but we are also learning to value and fully engage with the present moment, to appreciate the beauty of simplicity, and to foster connections that are rich in meaning, virtue, and genuine human connection. It is about cultivating an inner sanctuary of peace, a steadfast source of strength that remains unshakable no matter what storms may rage around us. Stoic wisdom does not promise a life free of trouble, pain, or hardship. Instead, it offers something far more valuable: the strength to face adversity with courage, the wisdom to choose our actions thoughtfully, and the resilience to persevere through even the darkest of times. It teaches us that while we cannot exert absolute control over the external world, we have the power to control our perceptions, our decisions, and our reactions to whatever life throws our way. As we consciously incorporate Stoic principles into our lives, we find that our perspective on happiness, success, and fulfillment begins to undergo a profound transformation. We realize that true satisfaction does not come from external praise, material possessions, or the fleeting gratification of sensory pleasures, but from living in accordance with our deepest values and virtues, from cultivating a strong sense of self-worth, and from contributing to the well-being of others. And in this profound discovery lies the key to a life of deep meaning, lasting joy, and enduring connection. Stoic principles are not a magic formula to ensure that you are irresistibly attractive and perpetually missed. However, they are invaluable tools for cultivating deep, meaningful, and lasting relationships that are built on a foundation of mutual respect, genuine connection, and unwavering self-worth. By consciously applying these timeless teachings in your daily life, you will be sowing the seeds to create connections that stand the test of time and distance, relationships that enrich your life and bring joy to those around you. Let us remember that the Stoic journey towards a full, happy, and meaningful life is not a solo effort. It is a path we travel together, supporting each other through shared wisdom, mutual encouragement, and the collective sharing of our experiences. Thank you for joining me on this enlightening journey into the heart of Stoic philosophy. I invite you to continue exploring, learning, and growing together in the empowering and timeless wisdom of the Stoics. To summarize, this exploration of Stoicism and its application to relationships reveals the following key principles. Prioritize self-improvement over external validation. Cultivate independence and emotional resilience. Create a meaningful life aligned with your values, and relinquish the illusion of control. By embracing these principles, you can foster genuine, lasting connections based on mutual respect, understanding, and unwavering self-worth. This approach not only enriches your own life, but also makes you more attractive and memorable to those whose appreciation you truly value. The Stoic path is not about suppressing emotions or avoiding human connection. It's about cultivating inner strength, self-sufficiency, and a deep sense of purpose that transcends the fleeting pleasures and anxieties of the external world. Ultimately, this is the art of being missed, not through manipulation or strategic gamesmanship, but through the authentic expression of your best self, radiating a sense of inner peace and contentment that draws others towards you naturally.